the day before we take on Levante, who currently, just to point out, my friends, are 5th in the league. Our best midfielder, Jandro Oriana, is out for 3 weeks with pulled knee ligaments. Great. Welcome back, my friends. It's episode 2. If you enjoyed the series, hit that like button as we continue with Relegation Ranger. I also want to point out, I forgot to do this in the first episode, I am using a different skin than the Football Manager skin. This one is by Work the Space, who is another content creator. I'm sure you know who that is, Jack. And it even has an option in the skin, which I really appreciate, where you can mod the skin to get rid of the Work the Space branding. But I said, you know what? This is a good skin. I'm enjoying it, so I'm going to leave it on there. So it's like a little homage to Work the Space. Thanks. Last episode, I showed you that we had really awful leadership at captain. We have changed that to Sergio Molina, who is one of our DMs / midfielders / he can play center back. He's a regular starter. I'm not saying he's the best ever. He's 3-star, but he fits in with the rest of the squad. But he's got 14 leadership and 12 teamwork. And we've left the vice captaincy to Jandro Oriana, I believe is how you pronounce it. Again, help me out in the comments there. And he's got a 13 leadership and a 15 teamwork. That's how we're going to leave it. He's out, obviously, with those pulled knee ligaments as we head into our first game today. And again, I just want to point out, we have quite the schedule coming up. So we play Levante in 5th place today. 3 days later, we play 15th place Mirandes, sorry. And then we play first place Albacete about 7 days after that. And then 4 days later, Alaves in 11th, Tenerife in 9th, and 3 days after that. And then 4 days, Racing Club Santander, who are in 12th. So this is kind of a tough one. I'm really targeting Mirandes as a place that we go for it and try and get a win. This one against Levante is going to be more of a, can we just not lose? Can we get a draw? Because this team has not, I mean, we have one draw in our last 1, 2, 3, 4, if you include the Copa del Rey, 5, 6 games. So 1 point, okay, in league play, 1 point in the last 5 games. Dynamics, not great. Not great. Let me show you why. So you know how you have those, team meetings, meet the team, how you doing, lads, all that kind of stuff? I had the gall to say, I think we've got enough in us to, avoid relegation. And this is the reaction I got. We're expected to fail. And I'm like, I don't care why would you want to play for a team that's like, yeah, we're probably going to go down again, I guess. Come on, lads. And again, we are, can't even see us, 250 to 1 to win the title. Mirandes is 100 to 1. So yeah, we are expected to go down quite hard. But that's why we're here. We're the Relegation Ranger. Let's freaking go. As I noted, we had to go straight out to the phone book. Anybody remember what a phone book is? Anyway, and just go to the staff search, which is not my normal style, but we just had no coach. I'm surprised we had no coaches. So we have hired Sergio Peregrin, who used to be the head coach at Il Citano, and a coach at Getafe, and then most recently an assistant coach at Heracles. He's not bad. He's fairly ambitious. He likes a fluid counterattack, which is importante. But he does it in a 4-2-3-1 DM wide. All we're doing is, instead of having that number 10, we're just putting that as a center back. So it's similar. It's already got the DMs. Standard playing style. And they also like the 4-3-3 DM wide, so I thought that fit in with our squad. Also, reputation, 2.5. That's not bad. Bring players to me, please. And we've also picked up Chema? I'm not sure. Chema? It's not Chema. Chema? I'm not sure. Goalkeeping coach who also, interestingly enough, there it is, was from Heracles. Now he's available, so I don't know if the Heracles manager got sacked or something like that, but we got 2 guys that used to work together, but that's odd because he likes a tiki-taka, which is what, again, our kind of secondary formation against not as good teams is a 4-3-3 DM, DM wide with a tiki-taka, but vertical tiki-taka. So yeah, he likes passing. Okay. And then he likes the 4-2-3-1 DM AM wide, which is what the assistant coach likes. So they are at least in the ballpark with what we're doing ish. And he has 2-star reputation. So with the pack schedule that we've got, we're not rolling out exactly our best squad, but it's mostly our best squad. The injury here to Oriana has really been unfortunate. So we go with Bundu up top again as an advance forward. Valera, who is a natural left winger, good on you, mate. Squad player. We're gonna roll out Christos Albanis again, squad player. Not exactly great form. He's all right, I guess. He's on a 6.88. He has 4 goals on the season, but we're gonna play him on the right side. Okay, really, I think Yokobo is better on the right side for us. He's got an extra half a star, if you ask me. He's only got 1 goal, but his 8 subs, 8 starts, you know, but I think he's better. So we're going to play Yokobo in the next game against the worst competition and let him be more attacking. That's kind of the idea there. Altamira is going to be our right back, or our right wing back, I should say. And then, as I noted, we have 2 left backs. So Diego Pampin is going to play the wing back role for us while we put Marmal on the left center back. Villanova, squad player, already falling apart. Tries to play way out of trouble and dives into tackles. Fantastic stuff there. Central defender on cover, as you do. So he's going to help sweep up those balls. Also, it's not good. Every player you see like this thing that is like pretty good for the league below us. And you're like, yeah, okay, that's what we're here for. And then Alex Pastor is going to play the central defender on No, he's not. I meant to switch those because he's got less aggression. He is a natural cover rather than a central defender on defend. And that's also because we've had to like move these guys around. So Allende was going to be our other central defender, but due to the injury, he also can play the DM. And we're going to put him at deep line playmaker on support because he's got 13 passing. He's got a pretty good first touch. You know, he can do the job. It's not like you're playing him so far out of position. We can. Prior subscribers will be so proud. I've looked at the league rules. We can make 5 substitutions out of 12 players, but you can only do it in 3 windows. So have to remember that. We're not limited to 3 subs. And that could be huge because we do want to, like, we got 2 guys who just are not in match shape, right? And we didn't do any friendlies because we took over on the 30th of December, and the bench is just not playing. So it's going to be interesting. But before we get into the game, let's go take a look at the transfers. So we don't have any. It's not because we're not trying. So we have a loan offer out for Carlos Fernandez to Real Sociedad, who he's requested to leave. He's transfer listed for 3.9 million, a little rich for our blood. He's on almost 15 grand a week, a little rich for our blood. He's asked to leave. He's got 3 years left on his 3.5 years left on his contract. So it's kind of like, what if we just borrow him for like 6 months? Would that be okay with you? And they have stalled the offer, but I think if we could somehow get this guy, it doesn't matter what role he'd be unbelievably good. I think the problem is there are some other teams in the mix. Levante, the team we're about to play in 5th place, also are interested. But we're the only team that's come forward and said, come on, lad, we're interested in you right now. I just don't think that's really going to work out. We've also gone in for James Igbekeme. Sorry if I've mispronounced that horrifically. We're going to call him James. He has not played a minute for Real Zaragoza. I kind of can't believe it. They loaned him, I guess. Okay, that's why. They loaned him to MLS, to Columbus, for like the second half of the MLS season. And now he's back. But he's opting to explore options at the end of his contract. He's transfer listed for 155 grand, which is right up our alley. But he's also, we have competition. He's got a contract offer from Ibar. Okay, they're in our league. They're not that much better than us, right? They're a whole 7 points better than us, and that he'd have to wait till the end of his contract. And then AIK. Oh no, I'm wearing a Swedish kit from one of my amazing moderators. I can't remember. I think it's AIK. Who also are potentially interested for end of contract, but I'm like, bro, we want you now. We're willing to pay you. He's making 4 grand a week. He wanted 4 grand. We've negotiated the contract. That's 155 grand. It'd be perfect because he can play if we needed to on the left wing, but really he can do any job that we need, except maybe the DM like really well, but he can play the deep line playmaker. And then if we play in that 4-3-3, He's a natural at the Mazzala position. Would be a treat. I'm not saying he's the best ever, but for us, he'd be up there. And I just want to also show you the hierarchy. Let's see how they feel about me. 2 players oppose me. I'm not sure why Bundu opposes me. I haven't even said anything to the lad. 22 of them are like, eh, and we don't have a team leader. Lovely. Can you tell why we're at the bottom of the I mean, goodness gracious. All right, friends, fair warning. This is the first time I've seen the match engine. I did not play a single match in the beta. I will try and cut out my confusion as we look at things, or if I try to sub in players that I don't really know, because that's what happens when you take over a new team. As it sits right now, we come into this match 5 points, not safe, okay? But we have a game in hand against 17th, who also is 5 points above us in Ibiza. So you're saying there's a chance. We just need a couple results. Okay? Why didn't it give us the tactical? Okay, interesting. Because I went back to do that. The other thing is, this skin does have the instant result. I will not be using that. I think you can actually remove that, and I might as we get going. Yes, players are not match sharp. Not great. Got a smile from somebody. All right. Okay. They're not at least hating me like they did in the first meeting. I do have the sound playing just a little bit. I like the sound. Most people don't play FM with sound. I'm going to ignore our tactical instructions for right now, simply because, okay, what I will say what I have done is they have a left winger who, it was pointed out in the press, has had like an awful season thus far. So like we are tightly marking their striker, their 10, and their right winger in hopes that the ball then gets forced over here to this guy who hasn't been having good of a season. But I think we all know how that's going to end. Ever important, first team talk has gone surprisingly well. Inspired, seemed pleased, seemed motivated. Get in, lads. Here we are. All right, they're playing a 4-2-3-1. It looks like, is that DM? Iborra and Campagna? Big gap. If you looked at the analysis on the tactical screen, there is a gap in the middle of the park. Like the little logo, SITV. Nice little touch. Lovely stuff. Grax needs a little bit of work on the 3D aspect of it. Looks quite 2D squished, but all right. Now, normally I've got all kinds of stats up here, but we'll just kind of roll with what we got for right now. We are in blue. This is a defending corner here. I haven't done anything with the set pieces because I don't think that's realistic if you had limited amount of time. Mustafi, like that one, the center back, has just rifled it in the 12th minute. We are off to a phenomenal start, my friends. How does this happen? Pastor comes out and then just like doesn't know to guard the man or not, and then no one runs out, and Mustafi, keeper's got to do better than that. Was he like, could he not? I hit the wrong button. Could he not see? Should we go to our this like replay should be behind goal? Maybe that would have given us a better view. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. We're gonna change this. These are stats, formation. Why would we put their formation up there? I guess our stuff is down here. I don't find a lot of goodness out of this, so we'll do match stats here. Let's just take a quick look. Okay, one shot on target from a 0.07 XG. Good start. 26% possession for us. 69% passes completed. It's early. It's breezy and wet. 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Come on, Raul. Our keeper was actually pretty decent, actually. Like, from a star rating standpoint in comparison to, what we got. But De Frutos. Down the wing. Closing him down, but that's leaving lots of spaces. Oh, he's gone right past. Ibanez gets it. Oh, Altamira goes to ground and then doesn't win, and they try and chip it in. I do have it on key highlights, just in case you're wondering. We're gonna go through the whole game though. We're gonna go through the whole game. All right, we got 2 yellows, our right winger, and Allende, our actual he's our deep line playmaker. All of the highlights are in our defensive third. Valera, why would you do that, man? Bring the ball down. He had acres of space. Oh, don't get another yellow. Nice block. Cleared. There you go. Is there somebody there? It's Bundu. The winger turned, advanced forward. He plays it back. He gets tackled. Oh, it gets rifled over the top. Altamira is there. Why did you turn back towards your own goal? Hi-yi. Hi-yi. Don't trust this team. Don't trust him. Bundu again. Highlight continues. Win that. Doesn't. Win that. Also doesn't. We have so many players in the defensive third. Why can't we win a ball? It's the middle of the park. I understand. Ibanez. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Is that the guy we're supposed to... Let's just check our instructions here. Opposition. Yes. We want the ball to go to him because he's had kind of a poor season. In comparison. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just saying in comparison to the rest of their squad, he's the one that the press were like, he's kind of struggling. If you've missed GHG commentary on highlights, hit the like button. Okay, we don't win that. Okay, lovely. Again, I know this is what happens when you play cautious, you know, fluid counterattacking. Altamira down the wing. Bundu, make a run, man. Make a run. He can't make a run. And we try and swing it out wide to Valera. He's there. Okay, we can't cross it. Oh, I meant to show you that. Let's do that for just a moment. I forgot I saved it as a screenshot. We don't need the home screen. Anything alarm you? You just look at the graph. And then maybe look at the stats on the far side. Anything jump out to you? Cross completion. We have not completed. That can't be right. Sure, somebody tell me that can't be right. We surely have not gone 19 games without completing a single cross. Surely. Right? That's bad. That's what we're dealing with here, my friends. At least we got, is that a shot? Does that count as a shot? It counts as a shot. It was off target, but we got a shot. Oh, I forgot to, yeah, I have him. I'm a little, come on, boys. Encourage. How do they react? Okay. It's a little late for that in the half, but just get to that. I mean, we're playing 5th place, right? At least we do have a little glimmer of a line on the XG. Yeah? Yeah. Told them I want a much better display in the second half, and they agreed. They did not disagree, so we'll take that. We're going to go to the 60th minute and start making subs. We'll get 5 subs. Look at our back line. 6-4, 6-3, 6-2 with 2 yellows. Not the best, you could say. Those are supposed to be our better players. Remember when I said that? What an idiot. Ay, ay, ay. And really, it's like, I don't think we're going to win this game, right? So it's like, we might as well make some changes. Oh, yeah, bring on the guy who's nervous. Lovely. But we don't really have a choice, if you ask me. We might as well rest our legs for the next game, is how I'm looking at it. So bring that young lad in. Is he even young? Who knows? Bundu is our best option. Oh, I don't know our players. So we'll bring in... This is the guy who is supposedly leaving. Sinan Bakis, but we're going to give him a run out. We can make 5 changes, 3 stoppages. So we'll make 2 changes. We'll take one of the yellows off the back line. If we lose this guy for the next game, that's going to be not great. I trust you make a difference, make me proud. Nervous and apprehensive, you know what that means. Penalties inbound, my friends, because it is an episode on my channel, and that's how these things work. Good block. Okay. We're also not really tactically familiar with this. I think that the previous manager was playing a 4-2-3-1 with 2 DMs. But again, I go, it's very similar, right? Ish. I mean, extra center back, no 10. As you do. As you do. This is what's supposed to... I just want to remind you and me. This is what's supposed to happen. We're playing a 5th place team with a bottom dweller. We are supposed to be losing. So I think it makes sense here to start making... We can't make any other changes. Oh my gosh. Molina is going to come on. Sure. I think Aguado is actually a bit better as a... Oh, he's also quite poor. Lovely. Okay, this is our second stoppage. We made 3 subs here. We will bring on... Yep, We'll get some time into Yokobo's legs, and we'll leave one substitution, just in case we get like an injury or something like that. I'm gonna say demand more. They didn't like that. I don't really blame them, to be honest with you. Match momentum. There was a blue bar of match momentum. We had an on-target shot. They didn't show it. Come on, lads. Give us a little something. Anything? No. No. Let's just take somebody off. At this point, if we get an injury, it doesn't really matter now, does it? Valera. Yeah, sure. Bover, come on in. We need it. We need it. I expect you to make an impact. We need it. With 4 minutes left in the match, son. Get in. Well, I think that's what you begin to expect, is when the team's center back, look at the I didn't notice how many we have. 5 yellows. Okay. When the team's center back scores from outside the box on a set piece when you're opposition, that's not lovely. I don't think you say you did yourselves proud. That's all I asked for. It wasn't to be, though. I don't want to be too harsh, right? Because you don't want to crush morale. We're working on new things. We're working on new things. Immediate good news after the match. Real Sociedad have accepted the loan offer. Now, he hasn't. That's okay. He hasn't accepted the loan offer. The club has. He's going to keep thinking about it. Come on, Carlos. Come on, man. We need you. Look at what just happened, Carlos. We need and want you. My friends, I'm going to bring you right back because like this is kind of where Relegation Ranger saves are like broken and made. Yeah, so we're going to go play 16th in the next match and maybe then we skip ahead because who really wants to watch us get smashed by first place? So maybe we do like 16th and 11th or whatever they are at the time of recording. But if you enjoyed that match, kind of, maybe it's because you miss Mustafi. Hit the like button and we'll see you next time.